we're driving around drunk, and we stopped at this kid Kevin's house that we didn't like, and I took a shit on. They had like at the end of their driveway like a lit like address, like with the numbers to their address, but like it was backlit, and I just squatted over the thing and took a big fucking dump like right on top of it. Just like laid it down.
Just so perfect and class. There's no thought. Just, I'm gonna shit on something.
Yeah, and then I got back in the car and it just reeked of shit. Because I couldn't wipe my ass. Right. And it was like, what the fuck, dude? Did you shit yourself? I'm like, no, I checked. And then eventually the smell went away after like 5 minutes or so. But yeah, dude. You don't realize how much the water absorbs the smell. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I never understood that prank where people are like, yeah, you get dog shit in a bag and you light it on fire.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, just use your own shit. I don't know why you have to involve a dog. You also make shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Fuck, man. I love the ones that aren't, like, thought out at all. Just shitting on something. One time I just took this kid's skateboard that I didn't like, and I just pissed on it.
Yeah.
That was it. That was just a solid prank.
I used to love pissing underneath the stall divider onto, like, onto someone else's shoes.
Yeah, that's good. That's a classic.
What the fuck?
Like, what do you do in that situation?
Yeah.
Like, oops, sorry,
They're
dude.
shitting. They can't do anything.
They just lift their fucking legs up.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, chill.
Just piss all over their shoes. Yeah, dude, fucking soaking public bathrooms with your urine. That's like that's a classic move. That'll never stop being fun. I did that in this Chinese restaurant one time. Oh man, I was like, man, it's me and my mom went to dinner at this Chinese restaurant. It's a nice little Chinese restaurant, and we got to order like takeout. And I went into the bathroom, and it was like a very nice bathroom, and they had like, you know, nice like paisley pink wallpaper.
Yeah.
And I just started pissing all over the walls. I was just dying laughing. I was just laughing. Sorry, I pissed all over the mirror. Soaked the toilet paper.
The toilet paper's the best one. To leave it on the roll but piss on it.
Yeah. I don't think I got a drop of piss in the toilet.
The funniest part of that is you returning to the table. You know, like
returning to the table, like leaving, and like as I leave the bathroom, that she's like handing me the food. She's like, "Have a nice night." I'm like just crying, laughing. I'm like, "Thanks."
Knowing this bitch is about to walk in that bathroom and know exactly who did it. There's no mystery to that crime.
It's a fucking crime scene, dude. And it just piss all over the walls, and it was like soaking into the wallpaper.
Fuck, man.
that's so mean.
Yeah, I wish I'd seen her face.
Well, that's
So
the thing,
mean.
man. That's just the meanest shit is when you get to, I mean, like, that's why there's a blowback against, like, edgy shit or whatever. But I feel like the reason a lot of, like, edgy shit doesn't work anymore is because a lot of the moral scolds are actually mean people themselves.
Right.
So it's not funny to them because they are just looking for a way to justify being shitty to people through, you know, moralism or whatever. But when, like, and there's moments where I've been like expressing empathy and I've been met with somebody just doing the meanest shit possible, and it fucking makes me laugh so hard. There was like a retarded kid one time that, or like, you know, he was like autistic or something. It was just my friend Nathan, and like the kid had like a Game Boy or something, and he was like, "Hey kid, where'd you get that Game Boy?" And the kid was like, "I got it from Santa or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Santa's not real, you fucking idiot."
Oh, no, dude.
The kid was like 5. And it's like, it just struck me as so funny. But the best example of that, I did their podcast the other day. You know, Frost Chrisman, shout out. If you
Shout out Frost Chrisman.
By the way, this is, if you don't subscribe to the premium episodes, this is a premium episode you're listening to right now. So I guess you already do. Never mind. If you got friends you want to tell them about the premium episode.
Yeah, if you want to hear about the ways we bullied people in gay ways.
Yeah. No, there was this. I remember I used to work at this like cell phone kiosk, and with these like 2 Persian brothers. And like the older brother like had worked his way up at Radio Shack or whatever and got really good at selling phones at kiosks, and that was like his like, you know, business or whatever.
Right.
And the younger brother was just in it since he was like 11 because the older brother like brought him.
Of course,
on it.
yeah.
And I was like friends. I was friends with both of them, but the younger brother was like closer to my age. He was probably like 3 years younger than me. But like all he did was sell shit. You know? It was like almost like a stereotype where, you know, he's like a Persian.
Yeah. Hey, my friend.
Yeah. So, me and him would just rip people off. We worked at kind of like a shittier mall or whatever. So, you know, most of the people that came in, like I learned occupational Spanish just to fucking sell legal immigrants, like, you know, $900 Nextel phones that they didn't need or whatever. Like, hey, tienes celular? You know, and then be like, no social needed, and then just fucking, you know, sign them up for like the most expensive plan or whatever. And yeah, me and him had like a contest one time to see who like could, you know, rip people off the most with like like these like somebody used to sell ringtones back when you could only put like 5 ringtones in your phone. Yeah. And so we're selling them for like 20 a piece, 30 a piece sometimes. Just
ringtones?
Yeah. Because we were really good at sales.
Jesus.
You know, we'd like talk people into it.
Yeah.
You know? They're like, yeah, man, it's like, you know, we really, you know, we got to offset the cost of all this equipment. That's the problem. You know, this laptop is like $8,000. Like just lying or whatever.
It's so funny. The idea that a ringtone could
But like, did you keep the money or what was that?
Well, we got commission on it. So it was like, you know, like a probably, with ringtones, because there was 0 overhead, it was like, you know, the store gets fucking 15% and then, you know, we keep, you know, whatever. We got like, made a shit ton of money off it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But, so this was like, I was probably 18 at the time, and there had been different iterations of like these kiosks that I had known these brothers through, and we were working at one. It was a different company. It was a little bit more professional, like, cause like the one I met those guys at, there was no, you know, we'd lie to people. I'd show up drunk all the time. You know, we had like a monitor on the screen that we were just using to bully the Pakistani guy that worked there. Put a picture of him on the screen. It was like, guess how old this man is, and when, because he like looked like shit even though he was 21, and people are like, 50, he's 50 years old, and they'd be like, nope, and he'd be like, you know, the Pakistani guy would get all upset.
That's hilarious.
Salt in the corner. Anyhow, so like it was, you know, one of the you both phone guys now.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to book the show.
All right, I don't know why I've been telling this story so long.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm
listening.
Yeah, no, I'm serious because there's very little payoff here. This started on the topic of like when you see somebody bully somebody.
Right.
Funny. Okay, so here's the story. So we're working at like this other kiosk or whatever, and this woman came in, and she was like a return customer, like somebody had already signed her up for shit, and she was coming back with a customer service issue, which like we don't see any money from.
Right.
Our fucking time, we work on commission, so like nobody really wants to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
We, like, hate these people. And she was like 50, and she had her like adult retarded son with her.
Hell
like,
yes.
This like, you know, weird guy with this like weird like bird face and like, you know, just like weird posture. Just like, you know, in his pants. But he dressed like Adam, but like not ironically.
Right. He's getting Kirkland signatures for real.
Yeah. So, you know, and she's there with him, and she just looks fucking worn out, and like she probably got ripped off by somebody. You know,
right?
Signed up for a fucking Sprint phone, then her first bill is like literally $1,000 because the fucking cell phone companies used to just do that. To people back in 2006 or whatever, and she's there with this, you know, her retarded son that just like, she's like, you know, he would quietly say to her like, I want to go to the game store, you know. Like, he just really want to go to GameStop and like, you know, just look confused, and she's like, we'll go after this. I have to take care of this or whatever. And so the younger brother was like helping them or whatever. He's like, nah, see, that's part of the plan that's in the contract or whatever. And he's like clearly like losing his patience with this. But I'm watching this, and this woman's like strung out, and she's like, I just don't have the money to pay for the, you know, whatever.
Right.
And then I'm like constructing this story in my head for this woman and her like poor son, and like, you know, she's like, you know, you want to have a kid, and then you have a kid, and then it comes out disabled, and that's gonna be a fucking disappointment. But then it gets to a certain point where like, you know, she's up at night like, why isn't he dead yet? And it's like, don't think that, you know, like, you know, like just the torment of like having a 37-year-old,
Jesus Christ,
you know, disabled son you have to take care of. And I'm like almost at the point of like, I'm almost about to cry. Like watching this woman, and I was like, it was like near the holidays too.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like really sad.
It's hard,
Yeah, it was like really fucking sad witnessing that, and then eventually like, you know, they'd leave or whatever. And Mayar, the younger brother or whatever, I'm like watching them walk away, and I'm like really sad, and he's like, he just looks at me, he's like, yo, that dude was a fucking loser. That fucking guy, dude, he's a fucking loser.
That's what he calls retarded people.
Oh my god.
He's retarded.
He just wants to fucking
And I laughed
That's
so hard.
That is so funny.
It's so funny, yo. That guy's a fucking loser.
Like, just completely read that situation. That's your reading of that situation.
Yeah.
Like, makes him a good. Yeah.
No empathy. And
Zero.
It just completely took me out of it. Me and
Yeah.
him used to bully the fuck out of people. There was this Indian guy that had a store, like a kiosk right next to ours, and ours was enclosed. But we would go outside of it to, like, you know,
Right.
nab people.
Bark
Like, hey,
people,
man,
yeah,
what'd you
yeah.
get? Like, let me see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of phone you have, you know, and talk to them because we have to make sales.
Right.
And he had a purse store called Lucky Bags.
Hell yeah.
There's this Indian guy that had this big fat Indian wife, and he would complain to mall management because we would bark at people in the direction of his kiosk or
Right.
whatever, and he'd be like, "They are stealing my customers." And it's like, it's completely different
You sell
businesses.
purses.
Yeah, you fucking idiot, or whatever. And so he would, like, constantly, him and the wife would be like, "Do not talk to people in the direction of our store," you know, or whatever. And the wife would, like, she had this weird posture where she'd keep her back straight and put her, like, you know, arms
Behind it, yeah,
like,
yeah.
clasp her arms behind her back and, like, sort of patrol the store.
Yeah.
And so I would, like, you know, make eye contact with her and then just jerk straight and, like, mimic her posture. And
What a fucking dick.
Just do an impression of her to her face. And
Just
then
a
she would just
shitty-
hide on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we
Shitty
were just
teenager.
fucking mean. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We used to bully the shit out of that guy. I, like, called up the mall management one time, and I was like, "This is LB from Lucky Bags. Santa is stealing my customers," and, like, demanded that they kick Santa out of the mall as him. And they're like, "Yeah, okay, we'll look into that."
Did
sir."
they believe that it was him?
No, but they probably heard from him so fucking much.
Right.
They thought it was funny.
That's
It's
fucking
good
good,
to bully
dude.
folks like that. So, you know, I feel like I've kept this shit going.
Yeah.
Did you,
You really went
did you
in
do any
on that.
bullying, Adam, or did you get bullied?
I feel bad about it in retrospect.
What'd you
but,
do?
Like my friend Tommy, growing up, I bullied him pretty hard.
What'd you do to him?
Well, he was like, he went to camp with us because his mom was Jewish, but
He was not a Jew.
his dad was Italian, so his name's Tommy Giorgione.
Hell
His
yeah.
brother's name was Joey Giorgione,
Hell yeah.
and he's a mind freak now. He's a street magician in Vegas. He does like
So
magic.
he deserved to be bullied.
Well, I feel
Which
like
came first, though?
we bullied him into being a street magician.
Into street magicry.
Yo, did we order
Um,
pizza yet or no?
No, we didn't order.
Oh, you
fuck.
fucking idiots.
God damn it, dude.
But like he
That
would
sucks.
literally do anything for money. So he had this massive chest concavity. So like we stole like milk and cereal from the dining hall at camp,
Oh, no.
and we had him like
You did
eat
cereal body shots?
out of his chest,
his own chest?
out of his own chest, and like it was like he was just looking for money, and like we
Did you make him suck your dicks?
we were like I went on like a Israel.
Did you guys all come in the chest cabinet?
No, I went on like
Now
an
he's got a big old bowl of cum on his chest. Now let's make him breastfeed the gay kid. That's some grade A bullying.
he would literally do anything. Like at camp, we had like a climbing wall, and the front climbing wall literally went back. Like
Yeah.
what's it called? Like
Reverse cowgirl.
reverse
Yeah.
cowgirl. No, like the incline was like beyond 90 degrees. It was like a overhang or
60,
some shit.
90 degrees.
And we're like, yeah, Tommy, climb it without a harness for $2. He like jumped over the fence. We're like, you could die. You could die. He's like halfway up.
Oh,
We're,
you mean it was
pulling
like
down.
dangling over the fucking the
Yeah,
abyss?
it was like you know your feet would be up
Gotcha.
in front of your arms.
Right.
You know? But we were our parents sent us on this Israel summer trip. Shouts out all of our
Is that
alt-right
where you got
listeners.
sucked off by the braces Russian?
No, well, no.
How many
no,
times
no.
you been to Israel?
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, point of the story is he didn't like taking his shirt off because of the chest concavity. So
Right.
we went to the Dead Sea, which is like a natural wonder.
Yeah.
You can float on the water, but
Well,
he
yeah, if
didn't
you weigh
want.
120 pounds.
Yeah. Anyone
You
can.
little twink.
He didn't want to go, so he like went to the gift shop and like we get on the bus, and he just bought like I think like 30 porn magazines. He like opens up his backpack and he's just pulling porn out. And there's just like a like a spread with like a 8 or like 12-inch dick like going into a girl's
hell
face.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, there are people around you. Put this away. And we get to like the hostel.
We're in the holy
staying in.
city.
We get to Jerusalem, and he's like, we're like in our room, and he's like, Adam, I haven't beat off in 11 days since we got to this fucking country. I have 40 porn magazines. I need the room. I need the room. So like I left, and
More like Jizreel. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Remember,
my
this is
man.
a comedy podcast.
That was good.
So you got to do puns. That's real big right now.
So I knew he was jerking off in the room, and then I like saw my friends. I was like, I realized that the window to our room was open. The curtains were closed.
Oh hell yeah!
And then like my friends were like right outside our room, and I realized it was like leading into my room. So I told my friend, I was like, oh god. I told my friend, I was like, Tommy's beating off in there. So my friend, I'm not gonna censor this because we're immature kids, but
right.
my friend literally like walks up to the curtains and he opens them up and he's like, got any crack, nigga? And like Tommy,
Jesus,
he just shouts it at Tommy. Tommy is completely flat on his back, just wearing socks, like holding his dick in one hand and the magazine in the other hand. And he just looks up at my friend Isaac, who says it, and literally his body like levitated like off the mattress and like did a 180, and he just landed like erection into the mattress so fucking hard. And there was just this shriek of pain because he like literally broke in his boner. Like birds flapped away. It was like he was screaming because his penis hurt so much.
Did he have to go to
And
the
then he
doctor?
saw me standing there. Everyone's laughing, you know. He saw me standing there,
betrayed
and
him.
he just like went nuts. And he started like throwing all my stuff out of our room.
Was he naked? Just still
Yeah, he was
naked and
completely
hard?
naked. He put my sweatpants on, and he was like doing lunges, like rubbing his balls on my sweatpants and stuff. And then,
Did he ever come?
like a week later,
Yeah, did he come?
It'd be so funny if
He
he
never
shrieked and came at the same time.
he never came. And then like a week later, I was sleeping, and I felt like in my sleep someone straddled me, and I opened my eyes, and Tommy was like above me holding a pillow, and he's just like looking down at me. He's like, Adam fucking Friedland, you betrayed my trust.
Oh
You
man!
humiliated me in public.
Holy shit!
And if you ever humiliate me again, I'll fucking kill you.
That's badass, dude.
I was hoping he was about to beat off on your face, dude.
Don't fuck with magicians, dude.
Yeah.
And now he's a mind freak, street magician in Las
Oh,
Vegas.
Jesus, can you imagine the degree in which Chris Angel was fucked with by other kids?
I mean, I really think that is the genesis
That's a
story.
low-level Vegas street magician.
Right.
The amount of teabagging that happened to Chris Angel, where he's like, "I'm gonna fucking drown myself in front of everyone." Now that's his job. I'm gonna fucking lock myself in a box of water and don't open up for 15 minutes.
And I'm gonna be wearing eyeliner and jewelry, and I'm not gay either.
David Blaine got molested into being a magician.
Yeah.
Well, David Blaine's cool, you know.
He is cool.
think so?
Yeah.
He's like a cool guy.
He was friends
he,
with like Michael
learned-
Jackson and
He's
stuff.
like the guy that was like, you know, I feel like he was like on the streets, addicted to heroin, and he's like, all right, either I start sucking dicks, or I do the coolest fucking magic tricks in the world, and I get this dope for free.
Yeah.
And the drug dealers are like, that is my card. So, you know, here's the balloon.
He's very low key. I don't know. He's like laid back as hell.
Yeah, I mean,
He fucks too. He fucks like hot women, I think.
Do you
right?
remember when they gave Michael Jackson that award and he's like, first of all, I'd like to thank David Blaine. Your magic is real. That was like the first line of his acceptance speech.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
What, the fuck most kids fucked 2003 award?
No, it was like Artist of the Millennium Award.
Oh, hell yeah.
But he didn't like. He was on so many drugs at that point and like just looking like such a scary Asian woman, you know.
Who could have beaten him? Who else was an artist in the Millennium?
Of the Millennium?
Al Jolson. We've talked about him before.
Yeah, he was probably second best.
He's probably number 2.
The greatest performing artist of the 20th century.
Yeah. Who do you think?
Well, it's the millennium, so I mean, shouldn't that go to like Michelangelo?
Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking.
exactly.
Not Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I like Michael Jackson, fine, but
Yeah, he was around for like the last
How about
40
Mozart?
years.
Picasso.
or I'm sorry for being Eurocentric. Maybe some
Oh yeah.
you know African guy that invented gold or
Chinua
Confucius.
Achebe.
yeah.
Chinua Achebe.
Yeah. That was great when that girl Kevin Zane or Kavunzavana Wallace or whatever the fuck.
Kavanzane?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then like during that award show, and this is like 2011.
Oh yeah, The Onion, right? Is that
This
what
was
you're
like
talking
2000. Well, The Onion shit, but yeah, there was that award show. It was like Golden Globes 2011. So it was the beginning of like the woke period where, like, just the biggest fucking retards were going on Twitter and like legitimately being like, "Wow, they can't say her name," and it's like, yeah, you can't either.
Yeah,
You're typing this.
yeah.
I
It's
still don't know what it is.
QZV.
Yeah.
I think it's Kavanzane. Yeah, queso Visine. Her parents
That'd
love
be-
Mexican
yeah.
food and
That'd be,
clear
if
ass eyes.
she was on Sanford and Son, that's what fucking.
Yeah.
That's
Can you
what Red
imagine?
Fox would
Like,
call her. Okay, queso Visine.
can you imagine the
Thanks
visual?
for checking in. I'm coming, Elizabeth. And that's how she would be addressed on the show.
Can you imagine a small bottle of Visine that you drip into your eye and liquid Mexican cheese comes out? That is a gruesome visual.
That would suck.
That's what her parents named her after. That's why she had to become a star. Listen, when you're a star, you can name your kid whatever you want. Her name is Grab Him on the Pussy Wallace. Look, Billy.
We've got the theme of bullying. Did I tell the story ever about how the baseball team at my school almost tricked a kid into sucking all their dicks?
Go on.
Dude, I remember these motherfuckers
boy?
were sadistic, dude. This was like, so fuck.
Was he a gay kid?
No. Okay, so he was like the kid. He'd been trying out for baseball. He was
Yeah.
like the kid who
I
plays
like this.
JV.
I like this as the alternative plot to Angels in the Outfield. Like, Dad, are we ever going to be a family again? Yeah, maybe if you suck all the dicks of the,
Of the
Angels.
California Angels.
Yeah.
Dude, this kid was like, so it was baseball, and everyone at baseball that played baseball was like football athletes on, like a different, half of them played, I think that was it, because it was spring, right? So it was lacrosse. So it was like football guys, and just this one like white kid who loved baseball, who was just like a total spaz. He played JV for 3 years, and they were like, finally his senior year, they let him ride the bench on varsity. And these motherfuckers, dude, it took them a whole season. They like set up, they were like, so like the first part of the season, they would be like, he would walk in, and like one guy would be on his knees, and they would get up real quick and be like, oh, sorry, Jonathan, didn't want you to see it. And he's like, whoa, what's going on? He's like, no, don't worry about it. So they like set the groundwork. They made him like walk in on them fake sucking each other off a bunch.
Yeah,
And
black
then
guys are so much better at everything. It's like fuck, literally at everything.
and they were like,
They're like, yo, dude, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a play. It's gonna have 9 acts and last an entire year.
dude, it literally lasted the whole season.
That's some like fucking. That is Shakespearean.
It was
Yeah.
incredible,
Yeah.
dude. And so, and I remember, and I played football, so they would like telling me, I was like, this is crazy. They would like keep me posted on the shit. And so then over the course of the season, like one of them pulled him aside and was like, all right, man, we trust you, dude. Here's what happens. If you're really good friends with someone, it ain't gay if you suck his dick. That's teammate shit. He's like, oh, okay. He's just buying everything he's saying. And it's like, yeah, maybe one day like we'll let you in. He's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And then like they just towards the end of the season, they're like, hey man, come in here. And they take him to like the fucking supply closet or whatever. And it's like, dude, it's a big day. He was like, we trust you, man. You're our teammate. He walks in, there's like fucking 5 dudes in there. And they're like, they're about to get their dicks out. And this kid's on his knees.
Oh,
He gets on his knees. And then the coach comes to get a bat. And he's like, what the fuck is going on in here? And to this day, I don't know if they would have made him suck their dicks, dude. That's the weirdest part of it all.
How much do you want to bet that kid is absolutely voting for Donald Trump? That's the guy. People are like, how could you vote for him? He's like, shut the fuck up! Shut up! Don't shut up right now!
Oh my god! I was like,
Oh
I
my
remember being like,
God.
Jesus, guys, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
just like-
I'm so sad.
I legit don't know if they would have made him suck their dicks. He would have done it. He would have just done it.
But it's so like, what's the payoff of that?
I don't know, man.
You have
Maybe
a
they're
boy
gay.
to have a boy suck your dick.
Maybe they're gay is the other option.
You're kind of pranking yourself.
Well, they're prison gay.
They're prison gay, sure.
Yeah, that's why that happens in jail too.
As a goofy bit.
Yeah. It's because
It's a prank.
they're grown men that don't know how to stop pranking on a fucking 8-year-old level.
God, the pranks in jail
I
gotta
saw a
be.
YouTube
have to be
video
a
one
blast.
time
this guy, he like was recording like a vlog or whatever. I used to sit and refresh. YouTube used to have an option where you could watch videos as they were uploaded to YouTube.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, back before. Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
man.
Back before. Nice.
They farted twice.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was it.
No,
Okay.
that's all right.
Yeah, so that was like back before like, you know, a million videos were being uploaded at a time. you
Right.
know. So you could just refresh and see things in real time as they were being uploaded. And there was a video I saw one time. It was this sort of like, you know, kind of fat black dude. And the story, the title of the video, all caps of course, was like, "How I raped a guy in jail."
You told this on the podcast.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
His name was Tom Henderson.
yeah. You said you did this one. Was there any other weird shit? Because I feel like you were on the internet. What was the weirdest shit you saw before it got like on
I
that
saw
YouTube
on
thing?
YouTube. I had to like flag it and report it, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" But there was like one time, there was like a 7-year-old girl who was just
God.
uploading videos that were like just pornography. It was just her like dancing naked and like spreading her.
Oh
No.
no!
What the fuck is this?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Something really chill was happening in that house.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
I'm sure it was a very cool very
Place to
cool-
grow up.
Yeah, she's a free spirit.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it was the set. I should just re-uploaded it with the Seventh Heaven theme.
God.
Yeah.
Oh man! Any other good pedophiles? that
I
we've
told you
missed?
guys. I told before we recorded with Ian, but I told you guys that story of when I was abroad and that little kid came up to my friend Perry and asked how old he was.
Oh yeah.
This like little kid came up to my friend. He goes, "How old you are?" And my friend just like looks at like this 7-year-old boy square in the eye, and he goes, "Old enough to suck your dick."
What did the
Yeah.
kid say?
No, you told
He
that
didn't
story
speak
already.
English. No, I said it before. I don't
Said it
think
off
it
the
was
pod?
on the episode.
Oh, see, I can't remember. This is why we got to stop hanging out.
I
with
know.
each other.
We can't be friends.
Yeah.
We'll just we just record all our friendship. Do the best of friendship. We should have lav mics.
Honestly, man, I thought this one was going to be bomb. We took that little break. I did nothing. I didn't have cell phone service for 2 days.
today.
That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
no
this one?
Wi-Fi, nothing.
I didn't even tell my story about fucking Tampa. I just fucking. First of all, Tampa is such a weird fucking city.
It's
dude.
the strip club capital of America, right?
Dude, all the girls are like, they're like every woman in Tampa. I tweeted this, but it's like they're just like the hottest waitress at a bowling alley. Like that's what they look like. There's like this trashy.
yeah,
Every
yeah.
single one has like a fucking, like a flower on their shoulder. That's the tattoo that every woman in Tampa has. And so many dudes have like they look like retired professional wrestlers. Like they all have.
There
that,
are
like,
a lot of them down there.
yeah, there's some down there, but there's like
I mean,
just
it's Hulk City.
Hulk City. That's where Hulk got, dude. That's where he fucked Bubba
Yeah.
the Love Sponge's wife.
Yeah. Well, he lives there. He's from Tampa.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't see him.
Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
No, I was trying to think of a
Tampamania?
Hulkamania pun for the city, but I'll tell you what, folks.
Tampa
I
Mania.
thought it was gonna get pizza, and I didn't. So I can't think of a. Fuck puns, dude. I can't
puns.
wait until that's not a fucking thing anymore.
It's always going to be a thing.
No, it's you know what it
It's
is.
the two most annoying groups of people
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
puns: tweens
The-
and
the-
old men.
If you think puns are funny, then you probably enjoy Lindy West. Her
yeah.
big thing is like she came up with puns and typing capital letters in her essays, and that's why people think she's funny.
That sucks so
Mhm.
hard.
What do you mean typing capital? Like
half
all
her
caps?
essays are like, yeah, guess what? That's called rape, guys. She invented that. She's using caps lock.
All caps.
Yeah.
Rants. Kanye used to do that.
Kanye gets a pass for me always, but
Me too.
I made out with like a 65-year-old woman.
No, you
In
didn't.
Tampa, I swear to God, I was waiting. The shows were over, and I was just like hanging out. It was like I wasn't. Bobby left. I don't know what he was doing. He was hanging out with some friends, and I was gonna try and fuck some girl, but you know nothing really materialized. So I'm just about to leave. I ordered my Uber, and there's just some crazy old woman. She was at the show, but she was like heckling. She was like a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Where you go?" She's like fucked up. She's like, "Why don't you sit here?" I just like sit on this bench next to this old woman, and just like I'm making out with
Yeah.
her for like.
and then the old woman, like she starts laughing while you're making out with her, and then she pulls off a mask, and it's like a black kid from your high school. He's like, "You're fucking gay. Dude. He pranked you. You're gay."
Yeah, it's
Damn
not
it.
a prank.
Dude, yeah, and I made out with this old lady, and until my Uber came,
Did she kiss good?
she kissed pretty good, dude. It was weird. She had had an old mouth.
I feel
She's
like
probably that bitch
old
from
people are the
Titanic, dude.
sloppier kissers.
She was sloppy, and no joke, I'm in the Uber, and I'm just like, my mouth feels weird, and I'm like, you know, smacking my lips and shit. It was numb, and like, I'm pretty sure it was Orajel. Like, I'm pretty
Or
sure my
Coke.
shit was numb from like, it wasn't Coke, dude. It was like old lady fucking denture shit.
She's probably like 42 years old and just like a coke lady.
She was not a Coke lady. It wasn't Coke.
We got to do another cocaine episode. I got good feedback.
I'd love to do a Coke.
From who?
I wasn't here for the Coke app.
So the guy that offered me the free impact wrench.
You like the cocaine episode?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you want to offer us any free stuff, we'll take literally all of it.
Yeah.
I turned it down. 'Cause I already-
Including free naked pictures.
Yeah, if you want to sext us.
Yeah, if you want to just tweet your pussy directly at, you know, any one of us on Twitter.
We'll
or,
retweet you.
Yeah, well, I'll retweet you
Yeah,
if you want. If you want my massive following to see your holes.
Do you see Cumtown fans is going a little crazy today on
No,
No,
about
no.
what?
about the Podesta emails?
No, that
He's
makes
like
sense.
losing his mind a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, all those
Oh,
emails. I
jeez.
mean, people haven't had a chance to go through them all yet, but I'm sure there's some pretty juicy stuff in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Like saying
anything.
Donald Trump is bad.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
can't wait to see what he's going to say on the third debate. He's going to just...
Well,
He
the
might
third
say
debate
verbatim.
is Fox News. I didn't realize.
He might say verbatim, is it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, that's to his advantage. It's
Of
got to
course.
be.
You think he... What's the wildest shit you think he'll say? You think he'll say Bill Clinton is
He's
a
gonna
rapist?
say nigger.
Jesus.
That's the
on,
last
dude.
thing that's left.
You think he will? No, he could
Dad,
call. He could say
hold on.
cunt.
First of all, let's take a second. That is the first time the hard R
That
word
was
has been dropped
super.
on this show.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the
That's the
last
se-
thing
and
that he
also
has
that's
left
the
to
second-
say.
That also violates the rules
It's
that
a
I
pre-
set forth for when you can say the N word on this show.
If
When
it's
are
a
they?
quote,
If you're quoting another white guy,
I'm quoting Donald Trump.
he didn't say it yet.
He's gonna
Hypothetically.
say it
He's
in the
gonna
third
say it.
debate.
No, dude, you're fucking.
No, he's
you're-
okay until the third
No,
debate.
what's the,
if he doesn't
what's the
say it-
financial term you're leveraging here?
Yeah, yeah.
You're buying
Futures-
N-words on
futures
leverage.
trade.
Yeah, unsafe assets.
Futures trading.
Yeah, your futures
No, dude,
N-words.
I don't want to create an N-word bubble on this show.
I'm not trying to. No, listen.
There's going to be an N-word collapse, and the fucking value.
I'm just
of
saying the
N-word's
last
gonna
thing
plummet.
left for him to do is go hard.
You know what?
R.
You're being the Goldman Sachs of saying the N-word right now, dude. You're the AIG. You're the NIG. You're underwriting the N-word on my goddamn podcast, and I won't be privy to it. I mean, the what's the SEC? What's the black version of the
Oh
SEC?
fuck.
The SEC?
AXEC.
Come on.
SCE.
That was harder than. Okay.
SEC. Fuck. What is it? I don't know.
SEC. Well, there goes that riff.
NAACC.
Yeah, sure. How about this? The NIGG.
all right. Next riff. And scene. We have to cut that like a shitty improv.
Yeah, they had to cut me on Red Eye.
Really?
Yeah, I did Red Eye, and like they were talking about like, you know, they just have like a million fucking. They're like, all right, here's 10 news stories, and they run through them. And one of them was like this video of like a selfie drone that they have now, which is like so you know, it takes. And the girl, like the, you know,
Who are you on with?
no, I don't know, some